Denzel Washington, one of Hollywood's most respected voices, is breaking his silence. In a world where opinions are often twisted and identities are shaped by forces beyond our control, Washington takes a bold stand against what he calls the rise of woke culture. With the weight of his decades-long career and a reputation built on authenticity, he's speaking out, challenging the very forces that are reshaping society. What he has to say cuts through the noise, offering a perspective that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. This is a message that cannot be ignored.
Supporting in the election and why?
Go ahead now. Fences.
How about this? I don't know if you saw it. There's a fake news story going around. It got thousands of shares online. You saw that. And I just thought you might want to clear it up because people are confused.
In 2016, Denzel Washington, a respected Hollywood actor, became the subject of a fake news story that falsely claimed he had endorsed Donald Trump in the presidential election. This misleading report spread rapidly on social media, causing confusion among the public. During a press interview, a reporter confronted Washington about his supposed endorsement, clearly aiming for a sensational response.
And end with K, but that one ends with E. But it starts with F.
Yeah, but just too vague. You gotta be specific right now. F, K, and E.
What was the question?
Well, that was a question. Who you wound up supporting in the election, presidential election?
None of your business.
Washington, known for his integrity, responded with frustration and dismissed the question, refusing to be drawn into the political narrative. His reaction wasn't just about denying the false story. It was a statement against being forced into political categories by the media. He emphasized his preference to stay out of the divisive political arena and criticized the media's growing tendency to prioritize speed over truth in reporting. Washington's frustration was evident as he criticized the media's role in spreading misinformation, highlighting the importance of truth in journalism over being the first to report a story. He pointed out that society is more concerned with getting news out quickly rather than ensuring its accuracy, which often leads to harmful consequences.
There's been a lot of buzz about this fake news. You were the subject of a fake news story.
Oh yeah, what'd they say? I was running for president. No, I
you
voted.
were running-
No, what'd they say?
You switched your support.
I switched,
from
yeah.
What do you make of all the fake news and it affects
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
Washington's criticism of the media didn't stop at this incident. He expressed a broader concern about the reliability of news sources, questioning the integrity of modern journalism. He famously remarked on the difficulty of finding truthful information in today's media landscape, where the rush to publish often overshadows the need for accuracy.
What do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares?
This problem is exacerbated by the ease with which misinformation can spread on social media, leading to widespread public confusion. Washington's skepticism reflects a growing distrust in the media, where the need to attract viewers or generate clicks sometimes outweighs the commitment to truth. He urged journalists to focus on their responsibility to provide accurate and reliable information rather than just trying to be the first to break a story.
We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
You told me last time.
Okay. But you heard me? Does that make sense?
I hear it.
Washington's comments serve as a reminder of the crucial role that the media plays in shaping public opinion and the dangers of misinformation in an increasingly digital world.
Race relationships have to do with race relationships. You're white or whatever you are, I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done. You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other. We have to step forward and ask questions about each other and engage.
Denzel Washington has often found himself at the center of discussions surrounding woke culture, particularly concerning its impact on race and politics. His views on these subjects are marked by a blend of personal integrity and practical wisdom, reflecting a nuanced understanding of societal issues. One of the key moments where Washington directly addressed the topic of woke culture was during various interviews where he was asked about race relations and political movements like Black Lives Matter. His responses have consistently emphasized the importance of individual relationships and personal interactions in resolving racial tensions, rather than relying solely on legislative changes or media narratives. For instance, when asked about whether race relations had improved in America under President Obama, Washington pointed out that race relationships are fundamentally about personal relationships between individuals, not about government action.
There's no law that says, oh, because I'm president, you all got to get along now. So it's up to us.
He suggested that real change comes from people talking and learning about each other on a personal level, rather than from laws or policies. Washington's approach to discussions on the Black Lives Matter movement further illustrates his stance.
We live in America, and in America we have the freedom to express ourselves. We shouldn't take that for granted. So whatever the movements are, whether you agree with them or don't, they have the right to express themselves. So that's one of the great things about being in this country, that you do have the right to protest.
He has expressed support for the fundamental right to protest and the importance of free speech. Yet he avoids endorsing or criticizing the movement outright. Instead, he focuses on the broader context of freedom of expression and the importance of constructive dialogue. This measured and thoughtful approach underscores Washington's belief in personal accountability and the power of individual actions in addressing complex societal issues.
It's much better now. I was, there were no roles like this. You know, I did well, I don't want to talk about other films or other filmmakers, but I've been in the game, whatever it is, 35, 40 years. It obviously wasn't like that.
Denzel Washington is not just an actor, he is a profound thinker when it comes to the nuances of cultural and racial narratives in cinema. He believes strongly in the authenticity of cultural representation, often emphasizing that the true essence of a character or story comes from its cultural roots, rather than merely its racial background. This belief is a cornerstone of his approach to filmmaking and acting. As Denzel Washington's words continue to resonate, one thing is clear: this conversation is far from over. The clash between tradition and the evolving landscape of culture is only intensifying. What do you think about his stand against woke culture? Is it a much-needed wake-up call, or a stance that goes too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more discussions that go deeper into the issues shaping our world today.